In the waning years of the 19th century, the automobile was still a novelty and a risky, dusty affair. Roads were little more than rutted tracks, garages were few and far between, and early motorists braved punctures and breakdowns at every turn. It was in this atmosphere, in 1889, that Édouard and André Michelin took the helm of their family's fledgling rubber factory in Clermont-Ferrand, France. They understood that drivers needed not only reliable tires but also the means and the confidence to travel farther afield. In 1900, the brothers produced the very first guide Michelin, a slim 35-page brochure, printed in French on heavy cardstock and distributed gratis to anyone who purchased a set of Michelin tires. Inside, drivers found fold-out maps of France's main roads, lists of blacksmiths and mechanics who could repair wheels, tips on changing a tire, and a directory of inns, hotels, and modest restaurants where one could find a simple meal. It carried no ratings or stars, only the promise that, with a little guidance, motorists would venture farther from home and thus wear out more tires. By 1904, the guide had grown to 120 pages. The automobile was gaining popularity, roads were improving, and more establishments clamored for inclusion. But the Michelin brothers sensed a need for discernment. As motor travel blossomed into tourism, drivers wanted reliable recommendations. Which inns offered clean rooms? Which cafes served a hearty, well-cooked repast? So in 1920, the guide began featuring brief, handwritten annotations, good, very good, or excellent beside each restaurant's name, based on anonymous visits by specially commissioned inspectors. 2 years later, those handwritten notes gave way to the world's first star system. In the 1923 edition, a single star marked a very good restaurant in its category, guiding weary travelers to establishments that went beyond mere sustenance. By 1925, the hierarchy had matured into the familiar 3-star scale. 1 star, a very good restaurant in its category, worth a stop. 2 stars, excellent cooking, worth a detour. 3 stars, exceptional cuisine, worth a special journey. Behind these stars stood Michelin's anonymous inspectors, men and women who paid their own bills, concealed their identities, and returned again and again to assess ingredients, techniques, consistency, and the harmony of flavors. Their detailed, confidential reports were reviewed by a small internal committee, which made final star decisions. The guide's influence was immediate and profound. A 1-star award could transform a small country auberge into a magnet for city dwellers seeking weekend escapes. 2 stars elevated a regional chef to national prominence, and 3 stars bestowed near-legendary status, sending gourmands from Paris to Provence in search of the ultimate dining experience. Chefs' careers were made or broken by the turn of a page each February when the latest Red Guide was published. World War II interrupted publication, but when the Red Volume reappeared in 1945, it carried the hopes of a recovering nation. The post-war years saw the rise of nouvelle cuisine, lighter sauces, seasonal produce, and an emphasis on presentation. Young chefs, Paul Bocuse in Lyon, the Choisgros brothers in Rouen, Michel Guérard in Eugenie, brought fresh ideas to the table. Michelin stars multiplied as the guide recognized these pioneers, and fine dining became a cornerstone of France's cultural rebirth. In 1931, the guide expanded beyond France, launching a United Kingdom edition. Over the next decades, it spread across Europe, Italy in 1956, Spain and Portugal in the 1970s, Germany and Switzerland soon after, and in the 21st century into Asia, North America, and beyond. Each new edition adapted to local traditions while maintaining the guide's rigorous standards. From Tokyo to New York, readers trusted the red cover as the ultimate arbiter of culinary excellence. As the Michelin empire grew, so did its categories. A separate fork and spoon scale was introduced to rate comfort and service, ensuring that stars remained solely about the food. In 2016, the guide added its first green star, honoring chefs at the forefront of sustainable gastronomy, those who champion local sourcing, minimal waste, and respect for the land. Behind every star lies a story of countless anonymous journeys. Inspectors slipping in through back doors, returning again in plain clothes, comparing winter and summer menus, and sometimes dining multiple times before casting their vote. Chefs toil for years to earn that single star. To gain 2 or 3 requires visionary technique, unwavering consistency, and a personal culinary voice that shines through each plate. Today, the Michelin Guide remains an institution unlike any other. It is part travel companion, part arbiter of taste, part cultural barometer. Its small red volumes, once given away free, are now eagerly purchased by food lovers around the globe. Each February, kitchens tremble and faucets run dry during the star drop, as the industry holds its breath. And century-old though it may be, the guide still sparks pilgrimages. Rolling suitcases packed not just with clothes, but with anticipation of a meal that transcends the ordinary, always in pursuit of that perfect star.